Not safe for work. What is the best accidental nudity you have seen? As a kid, I always went to summer camp in a different state, and we would often take multi-day canoe trips around the general area. On one of these trips, after a long day of paddling down a river, the trip leader decided to stop on an island and set up camp for the night. As the day progressed, the sunshine turned to rain, and before we knew it, it was a full-on monsoon. As me and a bunch of other boys huddled under a tarp, someone pointed out two people swimming on the other side of the river. We noticed it's two guys and a girl and continue to watch. Before we know it, the girl stands up, revealing that she's completely nude. In fact, all three were skinny dipping. Being teenage boys, we began to yell and wave at them, asking them if they would like any s'mores, while taking turns looking through the binoculars. We thought they would be embarrassed, however they weren't pleased by this, and one of those began to swim over. I will never forget his face as he got closer and realized we were a bunch of little kids. Needless to say, we gave him a s'more. I had a similar story. Me and my family were floating down our local river. This place is a real party every day in the summer. Anyways, we get to one corner and there's a little girl flashing both banks of the river. Of course, all the guys yell in appreciation. And here I am, 15-year-old kid with his parents heading to the end of a floating trip. My mom is trying to get my attention. Finally, she says, "Jake, they aren't even good boobs." Without skipping a beat, I turned to her and say, "Mom, they're still boobs." I swear my dad shed a tear when I said that. I installed security alarms, cameras, sensors, locks. On one install, I placed a camera in the master bedroom, like the husband had asked. While I was still there installing, I was checking cameras and finishing up the tests, and the wife came out of the bathroom, completely naked from the shower. I hastily tried to exit the screen, but the husband who was peering over my shoulder told me not to and just stared at his naked wife, while I was in between him and the screen. Do you ever get install requests that are for clearly sketchy purposes? Yeah, I want to make sure that no one is breaking into my house through the plumbing. Effing Mario. Around 16 at the time, I left my house after my sister and her two friends came over, one of which is just absolutely banging with an amazing body. I may have thought that about once or twice anyways, no one else was home. Forgot something in the room, so I came back in. I guess nobody heard me come in. I walked down the hallway to my room, past my sister's door that was open. I glance over and my brain locks me in mid-place. Jaw hits the floor while it burns the image of her butt, naked cupping her breast. They all look over me and scream. I can't look away. She runs towards me and closes the door. I run to my room, took a few minutes to savor what I saw and left. Is that what they're calling it now? Took a few minutes to savor what I saw. Is that what they're calling it now? Affirmative. Totally stealing that. Masturbation, yes. Female friend of mine was getting ready for her sister's wedding. She was sending me snaps of herself asking questions like, necklace or no, to me and a boyfriend. And she accidentally sent me a picture of her tits hanging out and the dress she was wearing. I guess she got a screenshot notification. Just a screenshot every Snapchat. Then send all of yours. Friend gets that from you and you know it's just a weird glitch with your app. Just make sure they never forget the screenshot one. Well, on second thought, that's way too much work. There's a notification? Oh, F. Walking to school on a soggy morning, saw my art teacher in a minivan, changing her clothes. Normally can't see into the side passenger area window well because they were semi-tinted a deeper color, but it stopped raining a bit earlier, and the sun came through the clouds and shined down on the car, lighting it and the area in general up very bright, and I could see right into the car window. Mind you, my art teacher was 29 at the time, fit and moderately attractive. Full on boobs. I was 14 in 9th grade. Probably one of the best days at school followed thereafter. Soggy morning, you say? It sure was after that incident. God works in mysterious ways. I was at a friend's beach house when I was 16. He had a really hot sister that was about 20 at the time. We were watching TV in the living room and she comes in to hang out with us wearing a t-shirt and loose-fitting boy shorts. Looked more like boxers, to be honest. She sat near to me and put her legs up in such a way that I had a miraculous view of her lady parts through baggy legs of her shorts. I tried not to stare, but it was pretty cool when I was 16. My dad lived in a town over from my mom, so I didn't really know anyone in his neighborhood. I was around 13 at the time, and there was a high school girl that lived across the street from him. She'd get changed almost every night in front of her big open windows, and I watched every time I was there. The cheerleaders lived across the street from me in college. Every day my roommate and I would sit on the front porch, have a smoke, and wait for the cheerleaders to get home from practice. One would always change with her windows open, and we just sat and watched, thinking she never realized the curtains were open. Then one day she waved at us and blew us a kiss. Cue the debate. Do we go over? What should we do? What if she just wants you and not me? What if she wants both of us? What did y'all decide on? They screwed each other. Smoking hot girl going down a water slide. Her bikini got caught and came off. She had some very nice boobs. That reminds me of the time when I saw a 60-year-old man going down a water slide. He was going so fast his bathing suit fell off. I just stood there staring at his big, beautiful, hairy balls flopping around. Holy jeez, I want to lick him. There's a place back in the 80s we all go during the summer called Dripping Springs. It was on a local lake, like a big cup people would tie their boats together, and there was a place you could swim to, climb up a 30 or 40 feet tall cliff. Easily there was a trail and jump off. As people got more alcohol in them, the clothes would start coming off. We were tied to this big 35-foot boat that had a bunch of really attractive women on it. One of them was just absolutely gorgeous. I said to my brother, if she only take her bikini off, my day would be made. My brother said, I think she overheard you. My wife said, I heard that. A few minutes later, someone from the other side of the boat whistles at me. I look over, it's a chick butt naked smiling at me. She does a spin and walks away. My wife hit me in the back of the head. Handed the Verizon guy my phone to get turned back on. Opened Safari, and the first thing that popped up, the best pics of my boobs to date. We both laughed it off. I've been selling phones for like 10 years. I ran across accidental boobs more than a couple of times. It is never the boobs you want to see. I also work as a fireman/medic. Seen a lot of boobs there, but they're always like 70-year-olds. No good boobs there either. Oh God, it reminds me, when I was doing a long distance with my ex, we'd send each other nudes. She requested pictures of my boner quite often. She really got off on those. Well, she selected her favorite picture of my boner and put it as my contact picture, even after I came back from living abroad. I knew it was a bad idea, as it would show every time I rang her. Of course, the upside was that she'd always be horny when I rang her. Yet one day at the family table, she's telling everyone how she wants a new phone. Her mom, dad, sister, and me were there. Her dad just looks up at me and says, "You reckon she'd install a different contact picture for you on her new phone? Why would she do that?" I was in London. My sister and I got last minute ticket to see Patrick Stewart in a live in the theater. We had amazing seats, third and fourth row center. So at one point during the play, Patrick Stewart sits down on a folding chair right in the center in front of us. He was wearing those loose shorts, and his effing balls were showing through the shorts. They were huge. It was glorious and incredibly awkward at the same time. The whole scene, he's just balls out. I still can't look at him without thinking, dude, I saw your balls. When I was in 3rd grade, we had a pretty redheaded student teacher. I can't remember her name, but I remember she was teaching us French for some reason. Apparently she spoke it really well. I'm not sure if that'd be the part of a 3rd grade experience. One day she came over to help me at my desk with something and leaned on my desk and bent over. For whatever reason, she decided not to wear a bra that day, and in front of my face, swinging in her dress were the biggest boobs I had seen up to that point. It was glorious. I truly believe that event changed me and set the type of woman I've been into ever since. It was certainly a formative experience. This is when Granger Tits Island was formed. Could I get directions to this island? It's not a route that Reddit would tell you. At a party in high school, my best friend got hammered and passed out in the front lawn halfway through. I was hanging out with my other buddy and his girlfriend, who were also hammered, and then he decided to go check on my best friend. He asked me to make sure his girlfriend didn't do anything stupid while he was gone. She flashed me. I failed him. You had one job, damn it. Well, there were some really good consequences for failing. I can imagine you walking up to him while his girlfriend's behind you with a look of sadness on your face while he asked you what's wrong. You just yell, I failed you. Saw a hot chick accidentally pull up her shirt when taking off a sweater. She wasn't wearing a bra. My life isn't very exciting. LOL. Not exciting. If I saw that, I'd be buzzing for days. Same. Seeing any part of a woman's body above the knee or near the chest is enough. When I was like 8 or 9, I was being driven by mom somewhere and staring out the window. In the car right next to us on the stop line, this gorgeous blonde just casually takes off her shirt, removes her bra, and puts a new shirt on. My jaw was on the floor. My mom didn't even notice. I'll never forget it. Winning. You lucky dog, I hope you have a photographic memory. Most people do, they just don't have film. Watch our 19-year-old neighbor and her 2 friends hop over the big fence in our backyard and promptly shed all of their clothes to put on a bathing suit and swim in our pool while the family was out of town. Guess they didn't know I was playing Warcraft 3 instead of on vacation. Girls are outside naked, but frost-born hungers. Warcraft 3 naked 19-year-old chicks? Living the dream, man. Naked chicks and Warcraft 3 is a vacation in its own right.